Hi, it's Miss Kelly. I am going to read to you a novel by David Almond called Skellig. And here is just a little blurb about what the book is about. 10-year-old Michael was looking forward to moving into a new house, but now his baby sister is ill, his parents are frantic, and Dr. Death has come to call. Michael feels helpless. Then he steps into the crumbling garage. What is this thing beneath the spider's webs and dead flies? A human being or a strange kind of beast never before seen? The only person Michael can confide in is his new friend, Mina. Together, they can carry the creature out into the light, and Michael's world changes forever. I am going to read chapter 1. Here we go. I found him in the garage on a Sunday afternoon. It was the day after we moved into Falconer Road. The winter was ending. Mom had said we'd be moving just in time for the spring. Nobody else was there, just me. The others were inside the house with Dr. Death, worrying about the baby. He was lying there in the darkness behind the tea chests, in the dust and dirt. It was as if he'd been there forever. He was filthy and pale and dried out, and I thought he was dead. I couldn't have been more wrong. I'd soon begin to see the truth about him, that there'd never been another creature like him in the world. We called it the garage, because that's what the real estate agent, Mr. Stone, called it. It was more like a demolition site or a rubbish dump, or one of those ancient warehouses they kept pulling down at the wharf. Stone led us down the garden, tugged the door open, and shined his little flashlight into the gloom. We showed our heads in at the doorway with him. You have to see it with your mind's eye, he said. See it cleaned, with new doors, and the roof repaired. See it as a wonderful two-car garage. He looked at me with a stupid grin on his face. Or something for you, lad. A hideaway for you and your pals? What about that, huh? I looked away. I didn't want anything to do with him. All the way around the house it had been the same. Just see it in your mind's eye. Just imagine what could be done. All the way around I kept thinking of the old man, Ernie Myers, that lived here on his own for years. He'd been dead nearly a week before they found him under the table in the kitchen. That's what I saw when Stone told us about seeing with the mind's eye. He even said it when we got to the dining room, and there was an old cracked toilet sitting there in the corner behind a plywood screen. I just wanted him to shut up, but he whispered that toward the end Ernie couldn't manage the stairs. His bed was brought in here, and a toilet was put in so that everything was easy for him. Stone looked at me like he didn't think I understood, or I should know about such things. I wanted to get out, to get back to our old house again, but Mum and Dad took it all in. They went on like it was going to be some big adventure. They bought the house. They started cleaning it and scrubbing it and painting it. And then the baby came too early, and here we were. Chapter 2. I nearly got into the garage that Sunday morning. I took my own flashlight and shined it in. The outside doors to the black lane must have fallen off years ago, and there were dozens of massive planks nailed across the entrance. The timbers holding the roof were rotten, and the roof was sagging in. The bits of the floor you could see between the rubbish were full of cracks and holes. The people that took the rubbish out of the house were supposed to take it out of the garage as well, but they took one look at the place and they said they wouldn't even go in there for extra money. There were old chests of drawers and broken wash basins and bags of cement, ancient doors leaning against the walls, deck chairs with the cloth seats rotted away, great rolls of rope and cable hung from the nails. Heaps of water pipes and great boxes of rusty nails were scattered on the floor. Everything was covered in dust and spiderwebs. There was mortar that had fallen from the walls. There was a little window in one of the walls, but it was filthy and there were rolls of cracked linoleum standing in front of it. The place stank of rot and dust. Even the bricks were crumbling like they couldn't bear the weight anymore. It was like the whole thing was sick of itself and would collapse in a heap and have to get bulldozed away. I heard something scratching in one of the corners and something scuttling about. Then it all stopped, and it was just dead quiet in there. I stood, daring myself to go in. I was just going to slip inside when I heard Mum shouting at me. "Michael, what are you doing?" She was at the back door. "Didn't we tell you to wait until we're sure it's safe?" I stepped back and looked at her. "Well, didn't we?" she shouted. "Yes," I said. "So keep out, all right?" I shoved the door and it lurched half shut on its single hinge. "All right?" she yelled. "All right," I said. "Yes, all right, all right." "Do you not think that we've got more to worry about than stupid you getting crushed in a stupid garage?" "Yes." "You just keep out, all right?" "Right, right, 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 right." Then I went back to the wilderness, and we called the garden, and she went back to the stupid baby. Chapter 3. You'll have to read the rest of it on your own. I loved this book, and a lot of the students that I've read this book with have loved it and enjoyed it so much. I hope you do too. Hope everybody's doing well at home. I'm thinking of you all and miss you. See you later. See you soon.